Welcome, I'm Scott Gross. What would you do if you were born with no legs and only one arm? Tonight, John Thompson introduces us to someone very inspirational who has not only overcome his situation, but he's using it to help others.
Nick Santanastasso is a young man, but at 21, he's already experienced a lot of life.
You can't be a bodybuilder, you have half a body, how are you gonna do this, how are you gonna do that? And I was like, you're right, I'm gonna do it. I don't really care what you say, this is what I'm gonna set out to do.
Go.
Born with Hanhart syndrome, he entered the world with one arm and no legs, but was blessed with fully functioning organs. A happy kid who'd adapt, learn, and overcome. He'd eventually go mainstream, experiencing what many teens do, angst and self-awareness.
When I was in middle school, going into high school, I was in my lowest point of my life. I was depressed, I didn't have any confidence, and I was disgusted with my body. I didn't want to live in this body anymore. And my big question was why? Why was I born like this? Why do I have to go through these things?
Tired of being told what he couldn't do, Nick joined the wrestling team.
And that's where I found my why. Why was I born like this? Because I'll be the first one to admit I wasn't the best wrestler, but I'd have gymnasiums filled to see me wrestle. I'd have standing ovations when I lost, and I didn't understand it until I came off the mat and I had someone come up to me, an adult, and they were crying.
And it gave him the confidence and reassurance that his life had purpose, that he was special, and he was here for a reason.
I'm impacting people passively. Imagine if I focus my energy on trying to change people's perspectives and change people's lives for the better. I could change a lot of people's lives. Gonna get gotta fuel the muscles. So we're gonna eat some food.
Now his mission has brought him to Alaska.
Bring it to the stage and bring some fire.
The 2018 Fashion Passport event at Alyeska, a retreat for models aged 5 to 18 from around the world. And he's here to tell his story.
Nick truly believes that he is limitless, and he is proof of that belief. That what you say, you become. If he wants to go viral, he's going to go viral. If he wants to go skiing, it doesn't matter he doesn't have legs.
No, it is emotionally impossible for you to feel grateful and sad at the same time. Grateful and angry at the same time. Grateful and whatever negative emotion you could feel, it is emotionally impossible for you to feel both.
There's a lot of negative energy around us, and it's really good to get that reassurance that we can fight through it and that our problems aren't really that big. It gives you more of appreciation for life.
While speaking on overcoming depression and self-doubt, Nick is also, no surprise, a social media star. Yes, a curiosity in some circles, but an inspiration and an entertainer. It's how he connected with a mother from the UK whose child's legs were amputated.
I show my son all your videos. I go on the Instagram, and he gets to see how you get on a chair. He gets to see how you eat food, all these different things. And that's an amazing feeling for me because, like I said, when I was growing up, I didn't have a public figure. I didn't have even a figure to look up to and relate to.
Another moment of reassurance came when he met a role model, pro wrestler and movie star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I said, I'm going to do what you did. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, everybody knew you for college football, and then everybody knew you for wrestling, and then you just branched out into all these industries and crushed everything. I'm going to do that. And he said, Nick, you're right, because people like me and you, they put us in any industry and we adapt.
But a new challenge awaits this weekend. As Challenge Alaska welcomed him to Alyeska.
1, 2, 3, sit.
This is my first time on a ski lift.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, thank you guys for this. The one thing that hypes me up is when I can figure out how to do something to its full potential. Yeah. So, when we go to the skis, I'm gonna figure out how to, ski to my full potential.
Speed there, boy.
We always want to move forward. We always want to get better. And if you're not growing, you're dying.
Some would say Nick's body limits him, or does it?
Physically, you may not be able to relate to me, but mindset, we all have a mindset, and we all have the ability to sculpt our mindset into, not letting the outside noise affect us.
He already knows everyone will look. So when you do, look carefully. And while you see what's missing, Nick Santanastasso sees opportunity. He sees possibility. He sees victory. John Thompson, KTVA 11 News.
Nick lives in Tampa Bay, Florida. He's currently writing a book and developing a curriculum for schools and corporations to share his inspirational story.